What if feeling behind is actually proof your brain is working correctly? 91% of people your age feel this way, not because they're failing, but because they've fallen into a documented psychological trap. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to rewire that feeling in 3 minutes flat. The most surprising part, the fix doesn't require motivation. It requires understanding one weird thing your brain does with time. There's a psychological mechanism called social timeline pressure. Your brain's need to match your life milestones to an imaginary schedule built from other people's highlight reels. The more ambitious you are, the harder it hits. You're not comparing yourself to average people. You're comparing your full unedited life to everyone else's curated wins. That gap feels like failure. It isn't. Every time you scroll and see a promotion, engagement, or new house, your brain registers it as a threat signal. Literally. The amygdala fires like you're falling behind in survival, not just career. Research from the American Psychological Association found social comparison on platforms spikes cortisol the same way physical stress does. You're not being dramatic. Your nervous system is genuinely under attack. Your brain defaults to horizontal comparison, measuring yourself against peers moving sideways at the same time. But progress is vertical. A study by Stanford behavioral researchers showed people who switched to self-comparison, measuring today you against 1 year ago you, reported 40% higher motivation within 2 weeks. You've been using the wrong ruler. That's not a character flaw. That's a fixable cognitive habit. There is no universal life schedule. None. Research tracking 10,000 adults over 20 years found success metrics like income, relationships, and career peak hit at wildly different ages, with zero correlation to early starts. Vera Wang started designing at 40. Jeff Bezos launched Amazon at 30. Your timeline is not late, it's just yours. Treating fiction as fact is what's stalling you. Here's the technique. It's called the evidence audit. Grab your phone right now. Set a 3-minute timer. Write 3 things you could not do 1 year ago that you can do today. Skills, habits, relationships, knowledge, anything real. Your brain will resist. Do it anyway. Behavioral science calls this progress priming. It physically shifts your threat response into a growth signal. 3 minutes. Do it tonight. When you actively recall personal progress, your prefrontal cortex overrides the amygdala's panic signal. You stop running from a fake threat and start building from a real foundation. Dr. Teresa Amabile at Harvard calls this the progress principle. Small documented wins create more sustained motivation than big future goals. You don't need a new plan. You need proof that you're already moving. Here's your takeaway. Social timeline pressure is a manufactured feeling, not a fact. Switch from horizontal to vertical comparison. Run your evidence audit tonight. 3 minutes, 3 wins. And remember, the most dangerous version of the comparison trap is the one you never name. Now you've named it. Drop your one biggest win from this past year in the comments. Subscribe if you want more of this.